KCMO Talk Radio. Now on FM at 95.7. It's time for What If Wednesday.
What if, instead of having you on this radio station, there was somebody else?
All right. John Anthony, what do you got for me, my man?
What if Joe Biden didn't pardon his own family at the last minute?
Well, if Joe Biden, with 18 minutes left in his presidency, didn't give preemptive pardons to all of his siblings, I don't believe Trump would have done the blanket pardons for all the January 6th defendants. I think he would have been a little more, shall we say, picky on who the pardons went to. But when Biden did that, I think that's when Trump said, I'm just blowing the whole thing up. Maybe that's not the right move. I would have been a little more selective with it in some capacity. But either way, I think that Biden doing it the way he did out the door on his final day in office was such a breaking of a Democratic norm for a guy who ran on the idea of bringing norms back to Washington, D.C. I'm just a normal old guy who's, been a D.C. staple forever. Was the moment when Trump said, you know what, I'm taking care of my people. And the only reason I keep coming back to that conclusion is because 2 weeks ago, J.D. Vance went on TV and said, we're going to treat people differently based on what levels of violence they were involved with. And that was after the election. It's not like J.D. Vance was playing politics with the answer. They had already been elected. It was 2 weeks ago. So the only conclusion I can come to is that something changed in the last couple of days in Trump's mind. And I've got to believe it was the egregious handling of Joe Biden with these preemptive pardons. And that's what made Trump say, you know what, forget it. I'm letting them all go, and I'm giving them all pardons, John.
All right. Now, what if the president-elect could pick where to host the inauguration?
Well, then you would have more regular people be able to attend the inauguration. And now I've seen a lot of people on Facebook and my social media feed who were in D.C. the last couple of days, and I'm glad they were there. It's great. But regular people are not able to bring their kids and their families to D.C. They just can't do it. But if a president-elect could say, you know what, I want to have my inauguration ceremony in Kansas City. Now, I get it. There are definitely security issues that would have to be addressed. I would say they should be able to announce it when they become the nominee in the summer. That gives cities time to figure out their plannings and what they want to do. But I think it's important to say, you know what, just like the Super Bowl, just like the NFL draft, you can bounce around inauguration ceremonies. And the pushback I get on this is, well, it's multifold. But one of the things that somebody said on the text line this morning was, well, then we got to fly the Congress people out to that city. You fly them to D.C. all the time anyway. You're paying for that. Why not send them somewhere else where they can boost that local economy? Do you realize how many tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars the Washington, D.C. economy has received the last couple of days with these inaugural events? And yes, a lot of it is government money. So then, you know what? Let's move it around the country. If J.D. Vance wins in 2028, imagine what he could do for the Cincinnati economy or the Columbus, Ohio economy as an Ohio guy. You could have huge benefits for some of these communities and some of these small businesses outside of Washington, D.C. I think it would be a fantastic idea. And somebody else said on the text line, hey, I was in D.C. and, I brought the family. It was only $3,500. Well, a lot of people don't have $3,500 right now to go do that. If it was in Kansas City, they could drive their family down if you're in the region and go take in a pretty spectacular event. I'm all for it, John, and I hope it will happen one day.
What if Quentin Lucas made the same mistake as the Philadelphia mayor in misspelling the football team's name?
Oh, I would roast him till he left office every day. Did you hear this? The Philadelphia mayor, oh my gosh, what an unimpressive character she is. And she's only been in office for like a year. Sherelle Parker was trying to cheer on the Eagles as they get set to host the NFC Championship game. And, the Eagles always do this thing where they spell out the name because Philadelphians, they're so dumb they want to impress you by spelling the word Eagles. But apparently the Philadelphia mayor, Sherelle Parker, can't even do that. And she wasn't even close.
ELGSES, Eagles! Let's go, Birds!
Come again? One more time here, please. ELGSES.
Eagles! Let's go, Birds!
ELGSES. Elgses?
Elgses.
Is that what she just spelled? She wasn't off by a letter. She was off by multiple letters. What a dummy!
Yeah, Pat Sajak's not going to help her out on that one on Wheel of Fortune at all. Right?
Not a
buy
chance.
vowel.
It's like the Snickers commercial, Chefs.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That is worse, though, because you just missed one letter in Chefs. This is an embarrassment. Oh, the lady's the mayor of Philadelphia. ELGSES.
No, you didn't miss the second letter by one.
No.
You didn't misspeak there. Go, oops.
If
Swallowed the A. No.
No.
Swallowed the A and the G.
And you added an S. If you just missed the A, I could almost excuse it. ELGES. But she added an S and left out the A. Man, oh man.
She's a real beauty.
What a fool. I wouldn't think you'd have to practice that. But I guess in Philadelphia, spelling can be difficult.
Show some RESPICT.
Yeah. Little respect. Whew. There's What If Wednesday.